So before we get into today's podcast, I want to make sure I give a big shout out to the sponsors who actually make all of this possible. Head over to Crescent Esports and the Tar Pit Club and give my guys a follow. I mean, is it really that hard? Just 1 click, 2 clicks, so you can follow both of them. 2 clicks. Also, if you guys want to support Big Hollywood, make sure you guys go over to Collector Cup and use promo code ROBTV to get 10% off of your order. You guys see how sick these cups are. They have the Ryu cups, the Sakura cups. They don't just have Capcom either. Actually, forget I even said Ryu because he's low tier, so we don't really talk about him all like that. Collector Cup, you watching this? Let's do away with the Ryu Cup. But DBZ, Rainbow Six, Yu-Gi-Oh, whatever you guys could want, code ROBTV, 10% off. All right, guys, so I would like to welcome you all to episode 2 of the Healing Hollywood podcast. I'm super excited about this one. The first episode was actually about like toxicity and whatnot in the FGC, and I was actually expecting to people are already starting the BS. We're gonna get to it all. So the first episode was about toxicity and FGC and everything, right? And I'm like, I thought that I might do a whole lot of solo stuff. But then CPT Online happened, and it was the most, Metro, I'm sure you would agree, it's one of the most interesting tournaments that, my man's had to take a sip. It was one of the most interesting tournaments that I ever experienced in Street Fighter V for a lot of different reasons. And it was extremely entertaining and fun. And a lot of people got to know about this guy for the first time. You know, a lot of people don't know. For us, like just a kid in the chat, those of us who've been playing ranked and even just playing these online tournaments all year, we have come across Metro M. But a lot of people just now got to know you from that tournament. So with that being the case, my man, so y'all know, he finished 2nd place in CPT Online, the runner-up only to DR Mandrake, and he reset the bracket. Guys, this is Metro M. Metro, how you feeling today, bro?
Good, man. Thanks for having me. I'm pretty good.
So, where are your actual origins, man? Because even for me, I didn't start hearing, like, you're Ultimate Grandmaster and stuff, even online, right? I wasn't even running into you in ranked until this year. Like, out of nowhere, you popped onto the scene and you're putting in work.
I don't know. Like, yeah, we didn't play. I don't think I ever played you on, like, my rise, like rank wise. Like I think I started running into you when I became an Ultimate Grandmaster. I don't think we played at all for that.
So what were you up to last year then? So like last year, what were you like? So did you make a big transition this year, skill wise? You'd say?
Yeah, I feel like every year it's like it's like how can I take this game a little more serious? It's like. Yeah, basically this year I kind of like, I think of different ways on how I can improve in this game. I would say like, I was like ranking up faster. Like every year I started ranking up like pretty fast. Like I went from like master to like grandmaster. I did that like a few days, and it was like pretty crazy to me at the time.
Yeah.
Then like getting ultimate grandmaster was pretty easy. I'm like, yeah, rank is pretty.
Hold on, you said it was pretty easy? Hold on. So. You ever see the Barack Obama anger translator? So it's basically what Metro is saying right now is he start taking the game more serious this year, and he start beating y'all ass because y'all free and ranked. That's the Rob TV anger translator, the Obama anger translator right there. But okay, so
I know what you're talking about now. Yeah.
You know, yeah, you saw that video.
Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So what region are you actually from? Obviously, we know it's NA East and everything, but like, what's your local scene and like, where do you live?
Yes. So right now I'm in Baltimore, Maryland. I live in Montgomery County, Maryland. And I used to go to Xanadu, of course, before all the COVID stuff. But Xanadu is my main spot. So
did like Lud, Yawn, people like that, are those your homies, Princess Slim, and did they help you level up?
Yeah. So, Lud, Gion, Gang was there too, 56K. A lot of those guys were like really difficult opponents for me. So 56K, Gion. Like, Gion was probably like my first like enemy. Like I can't beat this guy. Like guy's like really freaking good.
Yeah.
That was like my first, like after beating him, I was like, after beating him like consistently, I was like, all right, I can kind of beat someone that I thought I couldn't beat. Like kind of like put me in that mindset. But yeah, like, and then Mud, being like a really good player in the DMV was definitely another like motivator for me to improve my game.
I feel like it always start out like that. Like for me, I know my boy Diablo Bison. I don't know if he's in here right now, but Diablo Bison, even like Dual Kevin, before as many people like even like knew about us at all, or even Eli the Curry. Like we got that one rival to start out, and it make you want to train hard as hell, and you overcome that. It's like, oh, I can smoke anybody pretty much, and especially freaking Vega versus Laura. I could imagine that's a bitch.
Yeah, and like it's not, and sometimes like I learn a lot just talking to people, like how they think about the game. Even like playing the people, like something like I would say like Dark Child Ball player, like he was like a big part of me getting like better. Like I remember like just after a tournament, like he beat me and we just like literally talked just for an hour.
Yeah.
And, like if I had to like pick like moments, like FGC thing, like that would probably be like a big highlight. Like just having that conversation, it like literally just like changed.
And who was that you talked to for an hour?
A Dark Child.
Dark Child. No, I know exactly what you're talking about. I know Dark Child. Man, okay, see, so I know you legit off jump just for you to say something like that. Because a lot of people don't know, like, I don't get too deep into it because I want to get off topic, but in general, when somebody knows that talking about the game is like literally more helpful than just playing, like, I know that they that's the right mindset. I see Sad Geef in the chat is saying that you're being modest right now and you be winning in Philly as well. I ain't know about that. I ain't know about that.
Philly as well. Shout out to Slim. Shout out to MJ. Shout out to Geef. Philly sometimes too. Cool people.
Okay, so the claw thing and everything, right? So I heard that you actually were playing, like maybe in around season 1, a little bit, but not that serious, maybe, or something with DRA. What happened with that?
All right, so I first got into Street Fighter. Like I bought the game. I forgot even why. Like I bought the game. It was like just got the PS whatever, and my friend was getting it. I got it. And we're just playing.
My man said he got the PS whatever. That shit was generic. My man got the corner store PlayStation. My man said he got the PS whatever. This game only come out on 4.
Yeah, you're right. PS4, right? PS4.
Nah, I'm fucking around.
Yeah. My best friend Marcio, invites me over to watch the Capcom Cup, and mind you, like I know nothing of FGC. I didn't even know a term even existed. Like I knew nothing about it. So like I watch the Capcom Cup, I see this Vega player from Dominican Republic. I'm Dominican, so off the bat I'm like, yo, this is dope. And once I saw the Capcom Cup, it was just like fucking mind blowing. I was just like, yo, this shit is fucking dope. Like these dudes are actually dedicating like time to this shit.
Like people are actually so serious.
Cool. Right, and after that it was just like, oh, I kind of want to do this. I want to see if I can do this. And it was so fucking rough. Like, oh my gosh, like it was bad. Like in the beginning, it was, I wasn't learning anything. I was just like, you go through that phase where I play fighting games, just play rank all, do that all the time, and you think like that's gonna like that's it. That's all you gotta do. But it's so much more. That was a pretty big turning point too. I would say, like just watching the Capcom Cup the first time was like, holy shit.
So that was the one. I just turned up his audio. Okay, you said that's good now. Okay, so that's actually the one that NuckleDu won.
Yeah, that was the one NuckleDu won. I remember there was a shitload of Ryu players. It wasn't boring, but it was just like I just remember a shitload of Ryu players. And once Vega was gone, once DRA was out, I was just like, I kind of like have no reason to watch this anymore. But it was just like it was still like just crazy, like just to see what people were like pulling off, like. Again, like I knew nothing about the FGC, so just even like seeing like there were commentators for this shit, I was like, I was like, this is so dope. Like it was cool, man. It was like really cool when I first saw it.
Okay, so you pop up and everything, DMV player practicing with Lud and everybody. You end up seeing and before that, obviously, that's when you see Capcom Cup and everything start taking the game more serious. So this year. You know, you made a transition. You got Ultimate Grandmaster, taking the game even more serious. Found ranking up pretty easy. And then here comes the biggest tournament of the year so far, arguably. The only reason it's arguable is because Evo Japan happened, but that's not CPT, you know. So the biggest tournament of the year pretty much comes up, CPT Online. How are you feeling going into CPT Online? That's where a lot of the controversy comes and everything, and all of us are like, you know, just going through it, just seeing that, you know, just dealing with the CPT Online in the first place. How are you feeling going into that?
I was like, whatever to me. It was just like, all right, I'm gonna just do my best, you know. Like I didn't even know the brackets were up. Like the brackets, like maybe 2 days before the tournament. I was like, all right, I can beat some of these guys. Like I can beat A, B, C, and then I'm gonna end up. I'm pretty positive I'm gonna meet K Brad here. I'm like, all right, he plays Cammy. Like I'm all right versus Cammy. Like I can do this.
So
I win. I win. Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. No. I was going to ask you about that specifically, like your pool. Like your pool had K Brad, True God, great. He's a very good Dawson from Ohio. Terrence, Asian Demon from Florida. So how were you feeling about your pool going there? You said you ran into K Brad and you were pretty confident.
Yeah, like I wasn't too worried about like anyone too much. Like I did some research. I asked some people. I was like, hey, who's this guy? Like who does this person use? Like person use that, or like, okay, cool, like they play a lot, whatever. Like, you know, I'm just doing my homework kind of just 2 days before the tournament. I just kind of want to know what to expect. And you know, obviously I know K Brad, I'm aware of K Brad, I'm aware of Terrence. So I'm like, all right, everyone that they told me about, I was like, all right, I can beat them. I gotta worry about K Brad here.
Yeah.
So when the tournament happened, you know, I beat everyone pretty convincingly. Like it was cool. Like I really didn't have any trouble. Like I did run into a soccer player that was
he was actually pretty decent.
Annoying.
Yeah,
he was decent. Like I think I won 2-0, but it was like still pretty scary.
One of those. Like, I know what you mean.
It's like
sometimes the score,
scary,
sometimes the score don't show the truth at how good of a scrap it was. Like I know what you mean.
Right. Yeah. So it was a little scary, but I ran to True God, the Dalton player. That not too much a big issue for me because sim for me personally, it's just not too hard for me. But then the Cammy matchup, and then you know beating K Brad, I was like, all right, like gonna try our best. We're gonna see if this hard work pays off. If it doesn't, it's cool. Like I'm not really one to like get emotional about matches like that. I'm just like just try our best. So yeah, like I just ended up winning. And I thought I won pretty. Like I think he won the first match.
The first match or like round, so it was 2-1.
It was the first match. It was 2-1.
This is K Brad,
and he beat me the first match, and it was like this guy just whipped my ass. Like I'm like I know this guy, like you know, because when you play a pro player, like sometimes I'm just thinking like I know this guy on the other side just like probably thinks I'm a scrub. Like he won this match like pretty easily.
Yeah.
By like all right, I'm just gonna dog.
He's not putting so you feel like he's not putting no respect on your name after that first one.
Yeah. That's how I felt. Like I don't know. I don't know K Brad like that. So I don't know. But like that's just my assumption when I was playing. I was like, all right, K Brad just dog shit at me. He probably thinks he's just gonna know me now because I'm just like some random Vega. Like no one knows who I am. Just I rank Vega player. That's literally what I am to people. I rank Vega player.
Mm-hmm.
Like all right, cool. And I made that adaptation and I ended up winning. I did peep a few. I did peep a few comments K Brad was saying like while he was playing. I saw like one of the things he was saying through Punk stream because I thought the whole commotion with the whole lag thing. Like I wanted to see what people were saying. Like he did bring up the whole lag thing. He's like, "Yo, it's laggy."
We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about that later.
We can hold it.
Okay, we're gonna talk about the lag stuff later. Yeah, we're gonna get to that, chat. We're gonna get to that.
Then yeah, I got to Terrence, and that was actually easier for me because I actually have like a game plan for Chun-Li. I have a legit game plan for her. I don't really have like
because you got Lud. You got Lud.
I got Lud.
So basically, you saying when you going into a Chun-Li matchup, it's not like you going in there and freestyling shit. You have a damn theory, like I want to do this and that, pretty much.
Yeah, it's like I have like it's like I'm gonna do this, think it works with Vega, like, because Vega, you can only do so many things to win a match. So like, try to do the best thing that works. And of course, Vega's like a very neutral, heavy character, and that's basically the plan for Chun-Li, for me at least. It's just to keep it in the middle of the match, especially with like the training stage. You can literally see the middle of the match with that red bar.
The training,
that's literally what I do.
The training stage, huh? The grid.
So I just try to keep the game like in the middle of the match, like don't get myself cornered, just like keep it right there, like don't fucking move, just don't back up too much, and work. Like for me, it ended up working, so I think that's good.
Okay, so this is the thing. So now after Terrence, so I remember, so NuckleDu,
yeah,
in another pool next to you has to fight against Cacheix. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Do you know?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I'm aware of that.
Yeah, I train with him sometimes. Chat, I don't know if you know how to pronounce his name. I'm not trying to disrespect him. I train with Cacheix sometimes. But the Kage player. So, did you know, did you already see the result of that match, Du versus him, before or after your match with Terrence?
I didn't see anything with
so
that
you didn't
match
know
until it was already. I didn't know anything about the match until it was time to play him. Like people were like, "Yo, you gotta play this dude," and I know who that is. I play him all the time in ranked.
So you're predicting you're predicting Du to win that, I'd imagine.
Oh yeah, I was like, Du's gonna win this. That was my assumption. Yeah.
So were you happy that Du lost?
Honest, not really.
Ooh, talk that shit! That's trouble! Fuck NuckleDu! You ain't scared of him? Fuck out of here,
really
dude.
Weird, dude.
Dude, you fucking suck. Talk that shit. Let's go. Let's get to the shits. I got a granola bar. Fuck that. Alright.
It's really weird. Really weird when it comes like to the science of like fighting games and stuff. Like that dude, what's his name? Cash, whatever. Like he plays like kind of wild, you know, like plays kind of crazy sometimes. Like I might lose to something just like fucking bizarre, and I don't know what's going on. I don't even know the Kage matchup that well, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
With Guile, like I labbed that match. You know, like that's a very important match for Vega to learn, because Guile like kind of destroys him. I had to learn that match, and I've beaten Du before at NLBC. And online. My turn. Well, keep it there. It's online. I did beat him.
My God.
I was like, all right. And to me, Du like really knows how to play the game. Like we all know that. Du knows his shit.
No, he a bitch. Go ahead, you can say it. Go ahead. You can say it.
You know, like it's kind of like, you know, disrespect to Cash, but it's just like, kind of want that like real deal match. Like I want no gimmicks. Like, you know, like when I play Cash, like he's always doing that fucking like unblockable on me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I don't know the Kage matchup that well, so I don't even know what to do in that situation. So I'm like, I don't want to lose to something I don't.
Are you talking about the unblockable, like the left right shit in the corner, or just teleport in the air or something?
The teleport shit.
I know what you're talking about. I think you got a block cross up then in front. I'm pretty sure, but I don't remember.
Yeah,
100%.
Like, he always does it to me. So it's just like, you know, like I don't want to lose to that. Like I'd rather lose to someone and like have a good fight. Like I like having good matches. I don't really care about losing. I just want to have like a good like.
I feel you.
Versus Du, I knew I would have like a really good match.
So, okay, so Du gets cooked, and you like, damn, I want to cook his ass instead. And then so we get Cacheix instead. So at that point, I'm pretty sure you beat him. So I'm telling you from my perspective, I wasn't sure how that match was going to go. I wasn't sure personally because I feel like Vega, you know, like I feel like, of course, Kage's neutral game is pretty bad, but he's so explosive. Even me playing, like I think Chun-Li beats him, but in the end of the day, that when he gets that V trigger too with the V skill too and all that, Oh nah, one low forward, you die. So I wasn't sure how that was gonna go, but wasn't that pretty convincing?
Yeah, it was crazy because like I would like throughout the pools I was playing like really chill. Like I go through these mindsets when I'm playing, like and through the pools I was just like I just stay like chill and relax. Like you'll be good. Like then versus like Cash, it was just like, all right, like I was watching replays with him before I fought him. I was watching all my replays versus him. And I noticed he beat me like a bunch of fucking times. Like I used to beat him in the beginning. He caught up to me and then he just started whipping my ass. So I'm just like, fuck, all right. If I'm gonna play this match, I'm just gonna go fucking balls out. Like I'm just gonna fucking run my shit. Cause like I said, he plays wild.
He does.
Like
he jumps a whole lot.
I'm like
he uses like the air fireball, the air dive kick, all that shit.
Like he does jump a lot. Yeah, I notice that when I watched my replays. I was like, all right, so in my mind, this man plays like really offensively and really wild. I guarantee his defense is not that nice. That's what I said in my mind. I was like, his defense is not that great. And what you saw is what you saw. I literally just like ran through this dude. Like I was just like, boom, boom, boom. It's just like all offense. Like I was just like, just gonna
go
after him. And as you saw, like he really didn't have an answer to a lot of my offensive options. It was just like everything that I kind of threw at him, even like my jump-ins. It was just like everything was just hitting.
So
that was my mindset going into. I was actually pretty nervous for that match, but that was my mindset going in.
So after that match, you're done for today. That's top 8 winners. It's the one where you retweeted with Capcom posting you being in top 8, and you retweeted it, and this is when I knew.
Oh yeah.
This is when I was like, man, this dude seemed like one of the super nice guys in the FGC or something. Because you retweeted it and you said, this is so surreal. That's what you said. You tweeted, this is so surreal. So, like, you know, I guess, like, how accurate is that? Like, what was the feeling of you getting into making top 8 winners of this tournament?
It was pretty crazy. Like, I don't post that much stuff, like, even when I accomplish, like, little minor things. Because, like that's, like, to me, it's, like, it's going to happen eventually. Like, it's cool when people do that, like post their ranks and all that, but like I'm not too big on that because it's just like I'm eventually gonna get it. It's not like impossible, but like getting that getting top 8 Capcom, it was just like, this is something worth posting about. Like this is kind of crazy right now, you know. Like I did not expect this far. So.
And so at that point you have so how do you have Chakotay at this point? So top 8 is it's iDom versus Mandrake, you versus Chakotay. That's winners, and I want to say losers is like what, CJ versus Burkish, maybe. I forgot, but I know CJ and Burkish are in there.
I can't remember.
And I forgot the other 2 people who are in there off the top of my head. Brian F. I forgot exactly who the last person was, but after you're in top 8 winners, right? So this thing for me, when I first got like a result I was like super fucking proud of, I kind of felt like, oh, Hoji, oh my god, Hoji. Oh, we gotta talk about that today too. Hoji.
Pretty dope. Yeah.
So, but when I first got a result that I was super proud of, it was at a point, it put me in a mindset where I was like, damn, I have nothing to lose at this point. I've already damn near won a tournament in my mind from how far I've gotten, even though I want to do better from this point on. Did you feel that way when getting in the top 8? Like you have nothing to lose at this point? Or did you still feel extreme pressure?
It was like, all right, like I want to prove that like I can play, like again, because I'm just worried. I just want matches to be good, you know, like I want matches to be good. Like I don't want like to get washed or anything like that. So I don't know, like hard to explain. I just wanted to like prove that I was good. Like I kind of deserve to be.
You're trying to fight for your respect, pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I was just trying to fight for my respect. Like I want to show people this Vega that I got. You know, not a lot of people.
That's facts.
You know, play Vegas that much. You know,
That's facts.
A lot of people don't see Vegas this high. So I'm just like, you know, like let me show my shit. Let me do my shit. Let me show people what I can do.
So you and Chakotay were embroiled in a lot of controversy in this tournament, which we'll get to eventually, really soon, actually. But you guys actually played on winner's side in the first match of top 8.
Yeah.
He beats you 3-2.
It's really close. It's close match.
So, yeah, what was even the... Because I didn't actually see that match. So what was the order of it? Did somebody go up 2-0 first? Or who got the 2 first? How did that go? Or do you not remember?
I can't remember. I can't remember. He plays... It feels fast. I don't know if he's playing fast, but when I play him...
His play
style.
style.
My first time, it just felt like everything was just, like, everywhere. I can't remember.
I'll just throw in as to the side, how is the connection for you in the first set?
So the connection in the first game was straight.
The first set?
Yeah, the whole match.
Okay.
The whole match was fine.
Okay, so he went. Okay, so somebody saying you won the first 2 when Chakotay came. Oh, it's back and forth. It was back and forth. Okay, the spoiler. Thanks. All right, so.
I was about to say I won the first 2 and I let that go. Damn, that sucks.
No, yeah, it looked like it went back and forth.
I was back and forth.
That would have actually thickened the plot if that happened. Okay. So then now you go down to losers and you're up against CJ Truth. K-Brad, strong player. I would personally say most people would agree that CJ, even though they play the same character, is a stronger Cammy player than K-Brad is. Not that K-Brad's not good as well. So what were you thinking with the CJ match? I mean, that match ended up being that was a 3-0.
It was 3-0. It's weird because that match was actually easier for me than the K-Brad match. Just because CJ Truth was very neutral heavy. It's just straight up neutral. We're just playing footsies here, no bullshit. And it's that's Vega's shit. That's what Vega does. If you take out all the gimmicks out this game,
that's what
just footsies.
He be godlike.
That's Vega, yeah, exactly. And that's literally how CJ Truth was playing. It was just straight neutral game.
So
it was fun as fuck.
He wasn't jumping and dive kicking at you a lot.
Yeah, it wasn't he wasn't going for these crazy ass dive kicks that I had to worry about. Unfortunately, that might be how you have to play this fucking game for some characters.
For some matchups.
I guess. Yeah, from some matches, I guess against Vega. But yeah, it was just just no crazy shit. So it's just who can out neutral, So I feel like that's what I did, and I ended up winning that match.
So now, at this point, you beat CJ Truth 3-0. You're in top 4, I want to say. Let me see. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, yep.
So this is where whoa. This is where shit get crazy at.
Yeah.
You go up against iDom. If you lose, you are out of the tournament to the Capcom Cup champion.
Yeah.
What happened? What happened?
How you want me to explain it? Do you want me to explain what happened? You want me to talk about the match or match? The actual match. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
So
when he dipped out,
yeah. So pretty much, you guys play. We're all watching on stream. Okay. And you guys play a game. I think you both went around, and then you command grab him 72 and a half times in a row.
People say 4. Real talk, people say 4 times, but I only counted 3. But
that shit felt like a lot more than 3. So you did a lot of command grabs back to back to back. Yeah. So what were they said it was 4 times. It was 3x. All right, so when he said, "Damn," so okay, so when iDom leaves, do you know that he's not coming back? Does that even cross your mind as a possibility?
Oh man, I'm hitting up people and people are saying "Oh shit," people blowing on phone just "Oh shit," yeah, what the fuck was that? So I'm just chilling in the lobby, waiting for this man, like an idiot, thinking he's gonna come back. Just chilling there. I'm what is this, man? I go back to the fucking Discord lobby and he's Metro Gossip, I'm not playing or whatever.
In the Discord chat.
yeah, like, so I'm just like, what in the world is man doing?
That's insane.
It's like confused.
So, all right, keep it a buck. Are you happy at this moment? Not right now. I'm talking about when he DQs. Are you happy? You had to fight the Capcom Cup champ.
I'm not happy. It's like, again, like I want to have those matches, you know? Like I'm not really happy about it. It's just like, yo, because like I felt like, for me personally, I felt like I had the potential to win, especially if he was just picking poison. Because like I kind of know how to play that match. I beat him before on like online, of course, is this ranked match, but like I beat him before like in rank, like when he was picking poison. So it's like I have like a chance maybe. This man, it wasn't like, oh, I'm fighting iDom like Capcom like champ, I'm gonna fucking like lose. Like, it was just like, oh, I might be able to prove some shit here. It was just like for him to leave, it was just like kind of like it wasn't like satisfying. It was like, what the fuck? Yeah, it wasn't a good feeling for me.
So if anything, you would rather play it out, and even if you were to lose, you would rather lose straight up and have your chance to get that to have that match experience and even maybe win.
Yeah, exactly. Like I just want the respect from my peers, you know, at the end of the day. Like that's just number one to me. So it's just like I can't have that. It's like there's no point to me. It's like, all right, you DQ and I move forward. Like that doesn't mean anything to me. Like I want to beat this man. I want to show this man that I can beat him in a tournament setting, like in a real like a big tournament.
Or something
setting
on
too.
the line.
And just like exactly something on the line that's like big.
So when he says that, so we know iDom says the reason he left is because it was laggy, and he was not trying to play in those conditions.
Like,
he brought up, you know, like that you're one of the 4 players in the world he has blacklisted and things like that. So
I remember the last time we probably played on rank too, but yeah.
So how was the connection on your end?
My side, it was fine. To be honest with you, all my matches were cool. Actually, the Spirit Truth match, that was actually the only match that kind of felt a little like weird to me. It was like when he picked the Guile stage, I don't know if that has anything to do with it. When I was playing him the first time, I was like, I don't know why he picked this match. The stage kind of seems weird to me. I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but it's just like, for some reason, that match out of all my matches felt the weirdest to me.
So you were having a good experience. Your online experience was good for most of these matches, like latency, lag, and all that.
The entire time I was straight. Like there was nothing that I could complain about.
So I think that question might be a little too incendiary. Okay, so let's just for now go to after the iDom match. You go up against Chakotay. You go up 2-0 on Chakotay. He said, "Ask it."
I mean, it's whatever. Like
okay, chat. All right. So, first, this is important too. First, as far as the Chakotay match, he goes up 2-0. I mean, you go up 2-0 on him. He leaves. Now, you just had iDom DQ. When Chakotay leaves this time, is it like, oh, he's DQing? Or does that or you still don't think that that's happening?
When he left, it was like, for a second I was like, this man plays like 3 characters. So it's like for a second it was like, then I realized kind of what was going on. It was like these dudes are bailing out. Like apparently I'm lagging. They're bailing out on the fucking tournament. So it's just like, me at the moment it was like it was fucking odd because at like the times that they chose to dip was just like, I just had so many questions in my mind. Like it was just like so many things. Like it kind of upset me. Like I kind of I guess I understood a little bit. It was like this laggy, but at the same time I didn't though, because it was just like in that match it was like I played it completely different from the first time I played it with winners. Actually, like I'm gonna play this different.
So
play like
you're saying with for chat. So you know, I am looking at the chat. Some stuff like, come on, I'm not trying to bury iDom or nothing like that. Or I see the chat. I'm just okay. You know what? I'll just say what the chat is saying. This is not. Somebody asked, did iDom? He didn't say it as iDom, but you can read it in chat. Did iDom apologize to you?
Not at all.
I don't know if there's something to apologize for or not. I'm just asking from the chat. So he said he didn't. I guess if anything.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Y'all hear me? I'm getting messages to me that people can hear me. Can y'all hear me?
Can you guys hear him? It should be good. The chat not saying anything. Yeah, they said they can hear you. Okay, so that's a no on that. He didn't. Yeah, there was no apology. And Kitsune asked about iDom joining the Vega Discord yesterday and causing mayhem. I'm not sure what he's talking about.
Nah, it was a little joke someone made. They like posted themselves as like iDom, like put a little default picture as themselves as iDom, and just like made a little joke. It was just like,
oh my god, this Cash, you should know you're a fucking trolling, bro. What the fuck? What the fuck is this?
Someone's just trolling, dude.
I thought I was legit.
Like,
okay,
I forgot what it even said. It was something stupid.
Okay, so anyway, Chakotay, back Chakotay. So Chakotay beats you in winners, 3-2. It was a good game. Now you going to, it's in losers. You go up 2-0. He leaves. He DQs himself. So, one, on your end, like you said, only the CJ room match was bad. Chakotay said he left because it was really laggy. He had the same claim as iDom.
Right.
You saying that from that match on winners, you literally played a different strategy. So you, in your opinion, the reason the result was so drastically different up to that point was because of adjustments that you made, conscious adjustments you made in game.
Yeah, that's what made it a little more upsetting, because like I put the effort to try to like do something different, like put a strategy to like a strategy to this match. I felt like it worked. It was working. That's why I felt like I was winning. But, you know, it was a different story. It was just like, it's not your strategy. It's just because you're fucking lagging. That's pretty much how you're winning these matches. Like you drop, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like slap in the face a little bit. But you know, if it is what it is. You know,
hold up. So that's the incendiary question I was gonna ask. I was waiting for the Chakotay thing too. Do you believe your opponents? Do you believe them when they say that it was that laggy? Which think before, you know, you answer how you want to, but do you believe them? I'm not trying to trap you or nothing. You can say no comment or whatever.
I can answer that question. That's not a first question. It's just like, to me, it's just, I really don't know. That's the thing. Like I've had my share of laggy matches. Like I don't know, like what is it that you're experiencing that makes you want to quit? You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, like the moments they decided to leave was like kind of weird. Like it was just like the 3 command grab thing into stun. Like that's a classic.
Oh my god!
That's like, just don't like. It's like normally in an online tournament. The first match is laggy, back out, right? And you tell fucking TO, like, yo, this man's laggy, run this fucking speed test, fucking dog this man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the attitude I would have. That's me, though. That's me. Like, it's like, yo, run that speed test, whatever. Like, see what's good. But it was just like, no, I'm just going to quit. Just like forfeiting, like I'm not playing this laggy dude. But that's the thing, like, I want to know, like, I don't know the specifics of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, what was it that was laggy? Did you not see like my dashes coming at you? Were you trying to neutral jump a command grab? Like some ways I want to know the specifics of what you're talking about, because like we all know, like this shit's kind of laggy in general. It's like you're gonna like bump into like a few bumps here and there, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure like, was I fucking like literally like Like, was I literally just teleporting like all over the place and you couldn't do anything? Because I saw you anti-air me pretty clean a few times. I'm like, if I was laggy as fuck, like some of the shit you were doing, like some of the stuff you were doing, like was just like so on point. So it's just like it was just weird to me. So like the whole like me command grabbing him, me doing the command grab to stun, and then just like boom, just like cuts off. It was just like, what in the world? Like me, that's just like, that's some rank stuff. Like that's what you see in a ranked match. You see like a Zangief fucking fuck this dude up with like 3 command grabs, like dip. Like that's what it reminded me of. So it's just like, I don't know the specifics of it. Like, I just don't know.
Yeah.
So, and the thing with Tay, apparently like he couldn't see me. That's the thing with him. Like he just couldn't see.
He just saying
what I was doing.
like when the characters teleport all over the screen and whatnot.
Yeah, he was saying like I was just teleporting everywhere. So
I know Chakotay said in his stream, I talked to him about it. Okay, I'll ask him, Johnny. But I know Chakotay said in his stream that he said it was really laggy for him and it pissed him off. He said, but if he could go back in time, he would not have DQ'd. He said that. I know I didn't really give my opinion on anything yet.
You said Tay said that? Sorry.
Chakotay said that. He said if he could go back in time, he would not DQ. Personally, Metro, this guy Akino's trolling. Yeah, so and nobody was streaming, so we couldn't even like see how it was for anybody or anything like that. But I would personally say, like, I told Chakotay, like, I could understand being very mad being in that situation if it was that bad. But for me, go ahead.
Like the Tay situation kind of upset me. Like I was more concerned for Tay than iDom and that whole thing. I saw Twitter just going kind of ham like on both of them a little bit. Some like more heat going towards for some reason, like
you said there was more heat towards who?
Oh, I saw versus Tay.
Oh, versus instead of iDom.
They were saying Tay had something went like to work for it, to like he was supposed to like qualify. iDom was already qualified. So I felt, people were telling me, they're like, yo, don't even feel bad for any of this shit. Like, it's not your fault. They're telling me that. For some reason, the whole Tay thing, it kind of made me feel bad just because I know he works so hard. Like, I know he's a strong player and he really puts, time in the shit. I know he works really hard at this game. So, it just kind of made me feel like kind of bad. Like that he had to experience that with me. If that's what truly happened, and I really felt bad about that. But for the whole, yeah. For the whole iDom thing, like I didn't really care too much. It was just like, yo, you qualified for this shit anyway. It's just like, hey, if you want to leave, there's doors, whatever it is, like leave.
Okay, and so real quick, the Chakotay stuff. I see Punk. Let me see some of the stuff Punk is saying, and I see a lot of people are in here. I also seen Punk's tweet about Chakotay. Punk basically saying that he thinks Chakotay is being disingenuous, and why would you wait till you be down 0-2 to say something? I will say personally, because of course I haven't given my opinions on a lot of stuff in this podcast, but I will say that character witness wise, I can give Chakotay a stamp. Chakotay is not there's a lot of fucked up, weird, hating ass people in the FGC. Chakotay, man, I've only seen him be super positive with everybody for the most part, man. Like I never really seen him pile on somebody and be negative on social media. He even DM you to congratulate you, so on and so forth. But of course, at the same time, if you ask me, I would have been certain, because iDom is such a nice guy, in my opinion, that he wouldn't even enter CPT Online. So I'm clearly not the best judge of character or decision making based on that, because I knew damn well iDom wasn't going to enter. But we're going to get to that too. So, by the way, Ivan says, you're the real MVP. Ivan Solid. And he told me keep up the good work. He's a fan. Appreciate you. So,
Looks good luck.
okay, so Punk just brings up this question. Do you think that Chakotay or whatever DQs himself if iDom doesn't do it first?
I thought about that a little bit after it. Like when it happened, that's not what I thought at all.
No, no strat, man. Metro said it was not lagging for him in India. His matches really wasn't bad except for CJ Truth. So he said the other matches were not laggy to him. Okay, go ahead.
No, I didn't think that at all. I mean, it's hard to say. I can't call it. Like,
yeah.
I saw Punk's comment about that. I saw what he said about that, and I don't know. Maybe when iDom did it, it kind of gave some sort of feeling that, hey man, like I'm out too. Can't do this either. Like I'm not gonna do this either. Like this online just sucks. I'm not doing it. Maybe they were both trying to stand for something. Like maybe they were both trying to send a message to Capcom. Like I don't know, but that's what it is.
So okay, and after that we get to grand finals. You have Mandarake. Now, here we have to bring up this other tweet this other very important tweet. This one was kind of heartbreaking to me. Hold up, let me see. Actually, yeah, let me I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. Fuck it. Chat, we risking it. Okay, yeah, good, we'll be good. Alright, so look, so this is Metro's Twitter. Alright, so we can see this right here. For one, this is him getting in the top 8. One, at that point, it's like, damn, you know what I mean? Like, such a nice guy. This is pretty surreal. And then you guys can see from talking to him on here, dude, I'm fighting a Capcom Cup champion in losers finals match for 4th place at CPT event. Like, what the fuck is going on, LMAO? With the exclamation points. So, at this point, you couldn't even imagine what the fuck was about to happen. Now this right here, this was the sad thing for me. I can only say how I feel. This is today. This is not what I expected. If I told you I was excited about getting in the grand finals, that would be a lie. What was winning without the respect of your peers? However, I did play my best, and I congratulate DR Mandrake on his victory. So, let me get back to the pod. All right. So, going into grand finals, even before the tournament even ended, you already felt all of the hate and everything going on at that time.
Yeah, it was after they dipped. I already knew the chat was going ham. I knew they were talking mad shit about me. It was just like, it didn't feel good like at all. It was just, I'm going to grand finals. People probably, people obviously feel like I don't even deserve to be there. Mm-hmm. So it's just like, I just played this match. My heart didn't feel in it. I was playing it in the beginning. People were telling me, like I was hitting people up. I was like, yo, like I don't even want I don't even feel right doing this. And I'm like, yo, fuck that. Like play, like do your thing, like just play. And I gave it my best. Like I mentally had to like regroup.
Mm-hmm. Reset the bracket.
Yeah, I was definitely playing. Like I was definitely doing what I had to do to try to win, but
it wasn't all the way in it.
I wasn't all the way. It was like if I do win this, in my back of my mind, I was saying if I win this, like what reputation do I have? Like, what are people gonna, have? Like this is not how I want to be known. Like I've always wanted to be known. I told myself when I started playing this game, I want to be known to be like as a good player. Mm-hmm. And this is complete. All this happened so fast, and I'm just like, this is not what I expected to happen at all. I don't want to be known for this shit. I don't want to be known as this laggy, ranked Vega player.
So they're trying to kill your image early.
Yeah, like goddamn, like I was just like not answered if all this was gonna happen, but it was just it was bittersweet for sure.
So one thing I'll say about that, man, just really important is, okay, first on the more cold side, and it's cliche, but history is written by the winners and the end of the motherfucking day. Like a lot of shit out here, man, I'm telling you in advance, bro. the FGC, just like most fucking fields and stuff, like it can look different on the outside, but the some shit is hella cutthroat, bro. Some shit is cutthroat as fuck. Look at iDom joining CPT when he didn't need to. All due respect to iDom, I'm just saying that's cutthroat shit right there. You know, look at, you know, Punk and Do has gatekept iDom, right? Like, people, that's just like, let's say you want, this is the thing as far as the whole pride and respect thing. Like, there's like people playing low tier characters and want respect. And at the end of the day, if you lose, they don't give a fuck. Like, people don't be like, oh, he played a low tier character though. If somebody picked fucking Akuma and win the tournament, he gonna get the respect at the end of the day, right? So I feel like in general in the FGC, I mean, put winning before all of that. Yeah, I know you would do. Yeah, I know Punk. I know you would do the same thing. I predicted Punk and Do would do that. I didn't know that iDom was in that, you know, vein. But outside of that, as far as the publicity thing and what you want to be known for, bro, that negative publicity shit, it's a part of the game, bro. And it's not like you're not stuck being what people know you as at first. It's kind of like you know how like sometimes people drop a fucking lead single or something as a rapper. But that gets people in there. But then if the album fire, the album fire. You so early as far as people knowing you and shit that you got time to write your story. However, even doing shit like this, people can get to know you more. So I don't think you need to be worried about that shit all too much, to be honest. So at the end of the day, you got to be proud of yourself. Now, what do you think? I want to ask you, what do you think about this whole gatekeeping thing, though, bro? Like, what do you think about iDom entering in the first place?
I first heard about it. It was kind of weird, but it didn't matter to me. It was like, whatever. I mean, just let the dude play. It's like, he wants to practice. He wants to, you know, warm up. Yeah, it was cool.
The rule, I should say. What do you think about the rule?
If I had to be 100 with it, like, I think it should not exist. I think that I shouldn't be able to play. I don't think he should be able to.
Yeah, I agree with that. What's up, cool kid? I agree with that, man. Like, I don't. So I see people like Rushdown and Burkish and whatnot were going and like openly talking about like how pissed they were about that rule. I didn't say anything before the tournament because I feel like you don't give somebody that mental advantage over you going into the tournament. Like, I'm not about to fucking complain about the rule and then you think I'm not trying to play you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's happened to me with somebody from Evo. They didn't want to play me in their pool and then I fucked them up. But with that being the case, I don't really see the logic behind the rule. Like, I think during like even when Punk and Do and shit, even though I think they might do it in other circumstances too, because they're assholes. But at the end of the day, like, you can win like 7K for those tournaments. In this tournament, there's no money on it. So I don't really understand the logic of having that rule personally. Like, that shit don't make too much sense to me. But
yeah, it didn't make sense to me when I heard it too. But again, to me, it was just like whatever. Like, I wouldn't like be mad, you know. It's just whatever. So
as far as this whole lag thing, so it's a big thing people were complaining about, and that's not to downplay those complaints either. Like, I would say, as far as us, like me and you playing, we have a bad connection most times when we play. I'll say that, but I'm able to play. It's not like it's not no shit where I would like DQ. It's not like no fucked up shit to that level. But I will also add that there's a lot of people say they have a bad connection with you, but I also seen people at the same time. I'm pretty sure Hoji, I want to say Shine. I've seen people saying they have a clean connection with you. There's in CFN in general, that is a thing where some people for whatever reason have better connection with certain people than others, even though it's the same. You know what I mean? So
that's weird.
Is your internet solid? Is your internet decent?
I would say it's decent. Like, I don't have fucking like, I know like art shit. Savin, it's just fucking like, apparently like he's known to have like the fucking quickest shit of all time. But oh yeah, my shit's good. Like, I'm wired. Yeah. Cord. Yeah, like, I'm straight. I have good matches with some people, and some matches I do have like a lag experience. It's just weird with whoever I'm facing. usually if it's someone like from Maryland, it's great. A lot of people from New York, unfortunately, it feels kind of fucking weird. Like, I don't know if Prophet is from New York. I don't know where he's
Prophet from Connecticut, so I'm pretty
have,
sure that's like right next to New York or some shit.
yeah, like me and Prophet, yeah, our connections are like not that great. It to me, it's playable, but it's not the best. You're not gonna get the real deal experience. You know, it's not exactly what I'm saying. It's just not the real deal. It's kind of like choppy here and there. And it's the same for some people. It's playable, but it's choppy in some. You can tell there's a kind of a laggy match.
Yeah.
And with some other people, it's straight. It's like just fine. Like I do play rank pretty often. You know, like if it was fucking shitty, I wouldn't hit that much. It's not like the best, but not like I'm having the worst fucking time either. You know what I'm saying? So,
okay.
yeah, I mean.
So you saying you feel like you got at least it's like decent. Your connection is decent enough. It's not like no fucking garbage, pretty much.
Yeah, it's not like trash. Not some like people make the jokes the McDonald's Wi-Fi shit. Like, nah, it's not like that. I don't see like people like fucking bouncing everywhere. Nothing.
So when you say it's not McDonald's Wi-Fi, you're not saying that it's like Taco Bell Wi-Fi though. Instead,
just no Wi-Fi.
No fucking Wi-Fi at all.
Maybe you could say I was playing on Wi-Fi because I definitely was playing. So again, like this is all brand new to me. I didn't even know. Like I'm not even that tech savvy. So when I first started playing, I didn't even know like you needed this to have good gameplay and all that. But you learn as you keep playing, and yeah, I'm definitely wired up and everything.
Well, I tell you what, bro. I personally, like I said, I think that said how many people complain back up to that. Punk said he thinks it might be worse for other people. So I know some stuff can be like that. I thought CFN changed that where we both experience the same connection now instead of one of us getting one side of rollback. I thought the update changed that, but maybe it didn't.
The other day, I peeped Tay's stream after the tournament. I peeped some of it, and he was saying there's this thing where like I could be having a great time, and he could be fucking in hell. You know what I'm saying? So apparently he said that it's like that. That's how it's set up. I don't know. Like again, I'm not that tech savvy. So
yeah.
Apparently that's way.
So they're asking, did Valle did you have to do a test with Valle during this tournament?
And that's another thing too. Like that's a big thing too to me. A part of this whole thing is I did run the speed test for Tay, and to me, like if Alex Valle say you can play, you can play. Like that's Alex Valle telling me I can fucking play. You know what I'm saying? So I'll play. He said you're good. He even showed everyone in the chat. He's like he's at this. Oh, and someone's like, that's decent, I guess. Whatever. Throw some little bit of shade, whatever. But and we play, and yeah, the rest is fucking history, I guess.
Bro, motherfucker said the speed test is the P test of the FGC. Like to see if you're on steroids or some shit. That's fucking OD. Alright, so I think that, bro, honestly, I think I asked you, like, for the most part, everything I wanted to ask you. There's just some little, like, basic silly stuff outside of that. Like, for example, I know that you and Rushdown, for some fucking reason, like, what's going on with you and Rushdown? Like, how come you guys always talking shit? Or, I don't know, I think you guys talk shit about each other. At least I know talk shit about you.
No idea what a Rushdown was. Like, I don't know who this man is,
To this day.
Well, I know him now. Like,
okay.
I played him in person. I know a lot of people in FGC.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, and one from my stream goes to his. Back to my stream says Rushdown's talking all this smack about you and all this stuff, and it's just like I'll check it out later. I'll see what this guy's saying about me.
So he's in his stream and you're streaming, and then your fans said that he's talking shit in his stream, and you went to pull up.
yeah, I think it was. I can't remember if it was clipped. Someone clipped it, and it was funny. It was when I first saw it, it was funny to me. I don't really get mad like that because to me, everything he was saying was like kind of wasn't true. He was just saying like a bunch of like things that are pretty quotable to me. Like I say them sometimes inside. He's like, Metro's not good because Metro doesn't care. Like it's just like Metro doesn't care about this game. He was just like, what? Like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, I played this shit.
No, Cass. Metro and Rushdown have like a fucking love-hate relationship. They don't like just straight up hate each other.
It was funny. But at the flip side, he did talk a lot of stuff. So if I do play him in any type of tourney, I got
you on his ass.
I'm on his ass. So I did beat him like online recently. You know, I just called him out, just said a few words.
Oh, that's when. Oh shit, that's the Reddit tournament where he teabagged Yawn, and then you hold up. You didn't say a few words. You said bitch ass. You called him a bitch. I swear I'm not even trying to bullshit. It was something hilarious like that in the chat. You were defending. I think you were defending. Yeah, motherfucker said I said a few words. He beat his ass. It was like you bitch or something like that. I swear to God, that shit was OD.
Tell me what you said in the chat, man. Tell me what you said,
bruh. So, yo, chat. Tell me if I'm bullshitting. So when I remember I told you before we got on the stream and everything, right? That you remind me of somebody, and I didn't tell you who. Chat. Tell me that this is not Piano Densetsu.
I heard someone say that.
Tell me that's not Piano Densetsu, bro. This is Denson all over again. They look the same. They talk similar. They got the same beard. They're nice guys. Come on, bro. And Coach Steve a little bit. But definitely Denson, bro. Punk, you wildin'. Everybody else see that. This is motherfucking Piano Densetsu. Shut your bitch ass up. No, he don't play God. He play Sagat.
Oh yeah, Sagat.
Yeah. Man said racist canceled. What? Denson isn't Dominican, is he? Shut y'all asses up. Yeah, he does play some Uria too. So, is there anything that as far as, because I'm gonna probably close up. Chat, is there anything that you want to ask Metro M before we slide out? And Metro, is there anything that you just want to put out there in general after all of this controversy? Anything that you want to just leave the people with that are watching right now?
I mean, hey, thanks for everyone that like reached out to me. People that I didn't even think that would reach out to me reached out. People that don't even like me that much reached out. That was pretty cool. And just can't wait till offline, really, because I kind of want to, prove.
Ooh, I like that shit. Let's go.
So,
let's go, Metro.
Oh, wait, I'm definitely making a few stops to New York, So.
Punk said he's coming for you at his local. He said he don't like how you did his people.
Down for that too. Yo, I'm down. I'm in Baltimore. That's an 1.5 hour drive. I go there sometimes. So
I don't know if Punk could really fuck with you because I remember Vastin beat him like 6 times in a row at majors, if I'm not mistaken. Ain't that right, Punk? Canada Cup? Ain't that right, chat? Pretty sure Vastin will be on that ass consistently. Yeah, Punk struggles a bit. I thought so. Yeah. All right, chat. Well, thanks everybody for coming through. And bro, I swear to God, I'm not bullshitting. I almost said Denson. Just looking at you real quick. I almost like Denson. Thanks for. Come on, bro. That's OD. Y'all gotta be related down the line. Y'all gotta be. But Punk, shut up. You got fucking cooked both times. Thanks for coming on, bro. Like, this was hella fun.
No problem.
Congratulations on your performance too. Like, we all fucking hate CPT Online and shit like that, dog. And that shit's a bitch. But in the end of the day, if anybody else was up there in that position and place second or whatever, they'd be happy as fuck to be up there and have a chance to win as well. So you just gotta take your wins either way, bro. And at the end of the day, offline come around, you switch the fucking narrative around anymore for people who doubt you. So
yeah, that's what I'm ready for sure.